Jane says, how do I heal after losing a loved one? Well, that's a big topic. That's a big topic, yes, sir. But basically what you want to do, and I have lost a lot of people in my life. Like, just to let you know, I've lost a lot of loved ones in my life. I've lost a lot of good friends. I was in the military, lost good friends in the military. I lost good friends out of the military. And one thing that I can say about losing friends or losing loved ones just in general is that it's a very difficult thing, and you really need to just fully embrace it. I've got one tattoo on my body. I've got one tattoo on my body, and um, so it came from. It says amor fati, right? And amor fati, what it means is it's Latin, and what it means is like for the love of fate. And like amor is love and fati is fate, so for the love of fate. And what it means is to embrace whatever, right? Embrace whatever comes to you in life, embrace your destiny, embrace the pain, embrace the love, embrace everything. Just love everything that comes to you in your life. And I had a friend when I was in college, university, who's his name's Max. And Max was like, he's kind of the opposite of me, right? He's like super like into music, and he's always dancing around. Because you only see me on these live streams, you probably think that that's what I'm doing all the time. But he had like this speaker on his backpack, and he'd like walk around and listen to music all the time and stuff. And it was really, really cool. And everybody loved Max, right? He would like send out, we like built some businesses together, and we were running these like student organizations in the university together, and we would have parties, and like he would send out a text message, and 100, 150 people, 200 people would show up just from him sending out a text message, right? It was amazing. The guy was amazing. People loved him. If I sent out a text message, Max is the only person that would show up, and then Max would send out text messages, and he'd have hundreds of people show up. It was pretty cool. And he went down to Brazil, and he was hanging out with some people he shouldn't have been hanging out with down there. And he ended up at the Christ the Redeemer statue down there, and he slipped on a rock at a waterfall, and he hit his head, and he ended up, the people that were with him didn't take him to the hospital because they were on drugs and stuff, and he ended up dying. He ended up just bleeding until he died in his brain, right? And it was a really, really difficult thing. Like, he had amor fati written on his arm right here. And so to remember him, and to remind myself to just embrace and love life and embrace everything that comes in life, I got a tattoo of amor fati right here on my ribs. And what I'm trying to say with this is that what you should do, in my opinion, in my experience, is, just remember the good times that you had together, and embrace the emotions that you feel from it, and take it in as much as you can. And at some point, you'll be ready to kind of let go of them, right? If you really just like embrace it as much as you can, just embrace all those emotions that you have, just get to a point where you can let it go. And that's one of the best things that you can possibly do. Things might come up for you about things that you did that you felt like you shouldn't have done, or whatever, or you wish you would have said this to that person or whatever. And just make sure you're forgiving yourself for any of that stuff, and just get to a place where you can just fully embrace what's going on. And if you can do that, you have a good chance of healing and moving on. And so that's what you want to do there, Jane. I hope that helps.